one last question that I'm going to pose to each of the three of you. And it is in respect of, as Susanna leads the OEB toward top quartile performance, is there one piece of advice that you would give her? And I'm going to start with you, Ben, and then I'm going to move to Colette, and then I'm going to finish off with David. So your best piece of advice for Susanna as she moves forward.
Yeah, thanks, Christine. I think the one piece of advice I'd give Susanna is be accessible. You know, be accessible. There's been a lot of talk, you mentioned it in your opening remarks, around the importance of relationships. Colette talked about always being willing to sit down, as long as it's not, you know, circumventing a process or inappropriate in some way. Absolutely sit down, understand the businesses that she's regulating, hear where they're trying to go, and, you know, does that make sense for the customer? So be accessible, have the confidence, which I'm sure you absolutely will, to feel that you can do that without compromising your independence. You're not going to bend in the wind, but having that relationship, being close, being accessible, is the piece of advice I would give.
I would say, to add on to Ben's list, be open. And so you've heard us talk a bit about that, Susanna, being open to what the end will look like. You don't hold that crystal ball, but it's through leveraging the many talents and strengths of your colleagues, the great team you have at the OEB, and critically important, the many stakeholders. These men and women have been doing this for decades. So don't be intimidated by that. Leverage it and allow them to inform this work, and you'll be better educated and have great buy-in in a collaborative spirit that will really buoy the effort for years to come.
And finally, David, over to you.
Susanna, I'm not sure what advice I'd give you, but I think maybe be nimble and proactive, aim to anticipate movements in government policy that affect the regulatory task, and also, and I think in some senses most importantly, keep on top of evolutions in the sector that you're regulating, so that you can, on a knowledge basis, engage in the task that you've been hired to do.